Hello investors and welcome back to Just Randy Stocks. I got a short video for you. I wanted to do an update on Astra because it has ran up since I was like, go ahead, you got the green light to buy because Chris finally was found. We didn't have to put him on a milk carton. And you could take a look at that video that I did last time on Astra. Basically, it's got Chris on a milk carton because that's what they used to do. When the little children were lost back in the day, they put them on milk cartons. We couldn't find them. Everybody wanted an update, and since then, I gave you the green light to buy in the $7 range, I believe in the low $8 range. Go check out that video if you'd like to, because it's important to know when you've got strong conviction in a stock. They reported the news saying that they have the launch window, the lessons learned, they applied those. That was the green light to buy at that low level because the price was going to start trending up from there, and that's what's happened. You can see we've even went past the analyst price target today of $9 by Bank of America. They were feeling like maybe Astra had overcommitted on what they said. So I still have strong conviction. Let's take a look at this chart. If you were to triple the price of the Astra rocket, you would still be possibly lower than any of the rockets being manufactured cost-wise out there. So if you believe in Astra, Astra's got two things, frequency and cost. They want to get out there much more often to provide access to more people to space. So that way, hopefully, we can make improvements that are necessary on Earth. And then the cost of the rocket to get up there ultimately should allow them to take more profits than the competition. So with that access growing, you should see good things out of Astra. And it looks like they're already working on configuration on the floor plan to make that possible. Now, analyst price targets. I was talking about $9 for Bank of America price target. That's the low. We've got an average of $11 and a high of $13. I could see this pushing towards $11 leading up to next week and the next launch on the 27th. Now, there was an article done of fuel cell stocks powers to top industrial gainers while space stocks land among the losers. And these are two completely different industries. And I get it. They wanted to do an article comparison. You know, some of these things just make me laugh. Hopefully many of you have a diverse portfolio and you've got some EV plays and you have space because you know that this is something that's going to be part of the future. It's a growth stock, and right now this is the opportunity to get in early. I mean, Astra hasn't even made it to orbit yet, so we're early, and it's expected that the price is low. So October 27th, we'll take a look at the weather just real quick. I'll play Randy Weatherman, and partly cloudy, 21% of precipitation. We've got winds that are at 14 miles an hour. Now, the business can't affect the weather, and that's something they even talked about. If you check out Twitter, the latest Twitter link on October 14th, there was an interview done where it was Meet Astra, the team building simpler rockets, and Benjamin, which was a really popular add to the team that Chris talks about frequently. I think Chris is starting to talk about more of the team now, but Benjamin is one that they really starred as, you know, if we wouldn't have went public, we may not have had the ability to hire people and offer them a place on the team. And Benjamin's like, look, it's you get to pick what you're going to do in this life, and I like to work on hard problems, and I want to work with good people that are trying to work on hard problems. And getting to work with really good people on hard problems is something that he emphasized in the interview. So building documentation that's repeatable and training new employees seems to be the focus that came out of this interview. There's two main categories that they mentioned for the engineering team, and that's attract people and technical configuration, maximizing the learnings and taking those to the next vehicle. So if I was to summarize their philosophy, I believe these are two key words that I heard in the interview, simple and soonness. So they really are trying to simplify the rocket's cost and make sure that they provide access to the customer to be able to get up there as frequently as possible. So last thing I want to do is I want to look at the charts with you, and this is why I don't believe it's a buy right now. And it's in an uptrend. You can see it's above the RSI's 50, and it's in an uptrend. There's no signal to buy here. The last thing I like to do is just go through the chart and look. Last time this was a buy was on October 15th, where it was in the higher 880 range. So down here it was under the trend line indicator, kind of touched here at 870. I would say 880 here. 870 to 880 is the buy range. I don't know that this will dip back down within that range, but you had your opportunity to add to your position or average down. I mean, after the launch, I'm not sure how far this will go down. You'll have some people that are going to sell their position leading up to the launch because you're either selling the news, you could sell good news, you could sell bad news, and there's just going to be selling leading up to the launch. So some people are going to lock in profits. It's just like earnings, right? Earnings could go good or bad. It doesn't matter what happens with earnings. Sometimes great companies, the share price still goes down after a good earnings. So I see people selling at that period, but hopefully this gets closer to $11. I don't think we're finished with going up on this play. I think people are starting to see that there's some support. It's on an uptrend. That's all I got. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.